There are some low effort invites for men that you need to ensure that you are avoiding as a woman. We're going to run through some invites that you may receive from a man that you should be able to say no thank you. Because the moment you say yes, you're effectively saying to him, I don't value myself, therefore that's why you are having access to me. Remember, access to you as a woman needs to always be a privilege, needs to always be earned. You should not be given access to you as a freebie, as a second thought. It needs to be that you know that man has intentionality around you, and also his invite is demonstrating how he values you. Your acceptance of whatever the invite is demonstrating how you value yourself. You have to be comfortable with saying no. It's not every table that you're invited to that you need to sit at. So these are some of my thoughts about invites that, as a woman, it's just a no. Do let me know in the comments if there are any other ones that you think should be added to this list. Number 1 has to be a last minute invite. And for me, remember, darlings, I run a very, very strict program over all aspects of life. A last minute invite is the invite where a man is not even giving you, I would say, 48 hours notice. Now is not the time to say, oh, I'm a spontaneous girly. No. You can be spontaneous with your husband. Your husband can text you 24 hours before on the day, darling, I'm here, let's go for drinks, etc. That man is not, if he's not your husband, you should have an active life that there is no way with less than 48 hours notice you drop your plans and you're on a date. Absolutely not. And I know that the only thing that you need to be spontaneous with yourself is you seeing an amazing flight ticket price, an amazing holiday deal, and then deciding, yes, I'm going to go and enjoy myself. That's the only thing that you need to be spontaneous with. If it's a last minute invite, in my opinion, it's so important to be comfortable with saying, no, I'm not available. Because last minute, this is what last minute does. Last minute shows that actually you weren't at the top of the priority list. What happened is he had some free time available on his diary. There was nobody else suitable to take that free time, and he put you as an afterthought. And he was willing to see whether or not you would be okay with being an afterthought. Last minute invites also demonstrate to that man that you have nothing going on in your life, because why are you available at 48 hours notice, darling? There should be no woman on this earth that should be available at 48 hours notice. You need to either be busy with your business, you need to be busy praying to God, you need to be busy making money, you need to be busy looking beautiful, you need to be busy getting your body together, you need to be busy your diary, and also be busy with resting. No, if you had intentions to just sit and potter in your house and have a hot bath and have a really nice meal, let's say you had no plans to even be outside, or you weren't working on business, or you weren't doing any of those things. If you had plans just to luxuriate as a woman and just to be still, a last minute invite shouldn't throw you off course. This is so important. I think women need to be extremely wary of accepting last minute invites. It's a message that you don't realise you're giving to the world, that you don't value yourself, that you have nothing going on with your life, that you can suddenly drop everything and be available for a man at such short notice who isn't actually your husband. Do let me know what you think about last minute invites, but I think for me they're utterly disrespectful, and men who do this are simply doing it to test you. When he's your husband, I promise you he can come and message you 3 hours before, darling, should we fancy dinner? Darling, should we go to Paris? Darling, why don't we go grab some drinks? Darling, do you want to go shopping an hour before? That stuff is absolutely okay. But until he's proved his worth and his value to you, I would recommend a woman absolutely just kindly declines a last minute invite. The second type of invite I think that should be avoided is the come and chill. Come and chill where? Come and chill where? This is so low effort, it's disgusting. And I do feel that a woman should value herself enough to say, hold on a second, I pour into myself, I've got my own home, I've got my own house. Why am I leaving my house to go and sit in a man's house? That doesn't even make sense, because come and chill is basically a man, hold on tight, darlings, it's basically a man saying, can I have free, you know what? Can I get the goodies for free? And that doesn't even make sense in any regard. That is you. If you decide to come and chill, you haven't spent enough time in the Lord's house, because you are more precious than rubies. Your value is so, so high. But women who do this, they're basically saying that I am okay in cheapening myself. I'm okay in bringing my value down to the point that come and chill is acceptable. I'm okay with lowering the rate. I'm okay with access to me is free, cheap and easy. Come and chill should be something as a woman that you're always saying no to. There is no circumstance with any man before he's your husband you should be coming and chilling. Absolutely not. It is so low effort, it is disgusting. And if you accept it as a woman, you are basically saying, I am comfortable with lowering my value, because unfortunately, I do think there has to be a spirit of desperation in there. You have to put yourself in a position whereby access to you is because you are getting treated well. You don't give access to you to come and chill and look at someone else's four walls. This is so, so key. And remember, all behaviour has two aspects to it. When a man offers you low effort, it says something about him. And when you accept, it also says something about you. So don't accept, because subconsciously he knows that you don't value yourself. He knows that you are willing to set the bar low. And when you set the bar low, unfortunately, it will only go lower. Let me know what you think about come and chill. I think it's perfectly acceptable to go to a restaurant, go outside and get to know each other. There doesn't need to be, what are you doing in his house? You're not his cleaner. You're not his maid. You're not no. Absolutely not. The third one is, let's meet and just see what happens. Let's go with the flow. This one, I think, it's a full reflection of that man. And all I can say is run. A man without a plan is not a man a woman should consider. Because if he's so clueless to organise a proper date, if he's so clueless to organise courtship, you need to run. This man that you are choosing is the potential head of your household. If the head of your household is incapable of arranging a date, is incapable of doing something so basic, and he wants to see what happens, he wants you to come up with the idea, absolutely run. What that is telling you as a woman, you have found a man who will want to put you in a driver's seat. You have found a man who doesn't have the ability to put things together. And I promise you, a date is very basic. This man is meant to lead, he's meant to guide, he's meant to steer your household. And if at this early stage he's incapable of organising a date, let me tell you what that means for you. It means have zero expectations when it comes to your birthday, have zero expectations when it comes to your anniversary, have zero expectations when it comes to any celebratory events in your life. And what you need to go back to is, oh yes, I remember when we were dating, he was unable to even organise the dates. You see, a man is always showing you what life is going to look like on the other side of marriage. And if he's a let's meet and see what happens, or puts the onus on you to be the person that puts the date together, you need to run. This isn't something to be excited by. Oh my gosh, he's asked me what do I... No. Read the room. Read the room. Low effort. You need to be with a man who is very intentional. This is the plan. I've booked the restaurant. Here are the flowers. Oh yeah, I heard you mentioned that you're really interested in this particular art exhibition. I've bought tickets for the art exhibition, and afterwards we're going to go here and have dinner. You said you really liked this piece of classical music. Well, they're playing here. I've got tickets. It's showing he's listening to your needs. He's showing that he's willing to meet and cover your needs. He's showing he has intentionality. He's showing he can put together a plan. This is so key. And the bonus one, I feel like I need to say this because it's so important. One that you need to cut off access to is the man that is not inviting you. The man that is just texting you, DMing, whatever it is, who is just in communication with you. That is totally low effort and unacceptable. And if he's unable to be intentional about finding time to meet you, there are a couple of things that all women need to understand. You are not his priority. You are not his priority. You are not top of his list. He doesn't care to meet you. There are 24 hours in the day, and a man who is intentional about you is going to make the effort to meet you, is going to make the effort to have a plan to see you. So if all you're seeing is there are no invites, if he's not intentional with actually doing anything but text you, cut off all access to you. I know this is going to sound weird, but texting is a whole entire job. Texting someone is a whole entire job. You're giving them emotional access to your energy, and all access to you, whether it be friends, family, etc., should never be free. Should be reserved for the people who value you, should be reserved for the people who see your worth, should be reserved for the people who are intentional with you. I also don't believe in texting in friendship, just constant texting. If you're not someone that I see in real life and you are what I will call just a monitoring, energy sapping, emotional drainer of a friend, I don't want you in my circle. This is so important. This is really key. And I would say even 100 times more for a man. Be conscious as a woman of the emotional drainers who just want access to you for free. You are stroking a man's ego if you are willing just to be around for constant texting. You are saying to him, I'm willing to just give and give and give, and you're not being intentional with me. I promise you, he will keep you around and allow you to text him from now on until eternity, until it doesn't suit him anymore. So be willing to say to yourself, I'm going to walk away. These are the low effort invites for men that you really need to avoid when you are dating for marriage. Now, again, do let me know in the comments if there are any other things where you think actually this is low effort and all women should avoid it, because it's so important to call it for what it is. And that's the key here. You have to be willing to call it for what it is. You have to be willing to be able to say, this is low effort. I value myself as a woman and I am willing to walk away. Walk away until that man actually starts to treat you in the way that you know he should treat you, and also in the way that he knows he should treat you. You are not dealing with a child here. That man knows the correct way to treat a woman. He's just deciding and determining